sincere apologies to the leadership of the House.
Get Bolo, Newa Daily Talk 360, October 29, 2024. Hey, my correct people, honorable don't come out. Honorable say he's sorry. Hey,
my sincere apologies
you
to
don't
the
hear
leadership.
If you never hear him, let's go together. If you
to
don't
the
listen to how honorable they beg go. So honorable feel beg. Make we go together and watch them together. Get Bolo, Newa Daily Talk 360, October 29, 2024. Hey, my correct people, honorable don't come out. Honorable say he's sorry. Hey, you don't hear him? If you never hear him, let's go together. Make we don't listen to how honorable they beg go. So honorable feel beg. Make we go hear him and watch them together.
To say that what has been in the news, we all probably already know about it, that our member, Honorable Mascot Ikwechegh, had an altercation with a hailing cab driver, an Uber driver. It is not my job to begin to analyze the video that we have all seen or to analyze the commentary. But I have a responsibility to say that this House will not sit and accommodate any aberration. In fact, if you look at Order 5E, it sets out very clearly how the House should deal with anybody, any sort of infraction, aberration, or misconduct by a member of the House. And I'm on my feet today to plead with my colleagues and Mr. Speaker that this matter is serious enough. It impinges on our collective integrity. It attacks the conscience of the average Nigerian. It derogates on the image and expectations of the public of what we stand for as a House. And we have to demonstrate to that public that brought us here, that voted for us to come in here, that we recognize it, we are pained, we are offended, we are not happy about it, we are not judging the member.
Okay, round up.
You should allow me to plead that we send this matter to the Committee on Ethics and Privileges to give us a report in 1 week. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
To rise and speak very briefly concerning the incident that took place on October 27th of 2024, involving myself and a citizen, Mr. Stephen Ikwechegh, an e-hailing cab driver. What began as a misunderstanding regrettably escalated into actions and remarks that do not reflect the values that I hold dear, nor those that I am.
Chairman CBN, you have another parliament there.
As a member of the esteemed House, I deeply regret my words and actions that occurred at the heat of the moment, and I take full responsibility for concerning the incident that took place on October 27th of 2024, involving myself and a citizen, Mr. Stephen Ikwechegh, an e-hailing cab driver. What began as a misunderstanding regrettably escalated into actions and remarks that do not reflect the values that I hold dear, nor those that I am.
Chairman CBN, you have another parliament there.
As a member of the esteemed House, I deeply regret my words and actions that occurred at the heat of the moment, and I take full responsibility for how this exchange has impacted on the citizen, Mr. Ikwechegh, his family, and the entire public. I acknowledge that I am human, thus infallible. And in recognizing the significance of the role as a public servant, I am mindful of the weight of my words and actions and how they may have affected those that I represent. Since the incident, Citizen Ikwechegh and I have engaged in alternative dispute resolution methods, and I am pleased to inform this Honorable House that we have reached a respectful and constructive resolution. Additionally, my sincere apologies to the leadership of the House, my Honorable Ikwechegh, and I have engaged in alternative dispute resolution methods. And I am pleased to inform this Honorable House that we have reached a respectful and constructive resolution. Additionally, my sincere apologies to the leadership of the House, my honorable colleagues, and entire National Assembly as a whole for any deficit of goodwill that this particular incident may have caused. I am aware that my actions reflect not only on myself, but also the esteemed institution, the trust that the public places in us. This experience has served as a humbling reminder of the need for restraint and self-control, particularly in challenging situations. Mr. Speaker and honorable colleagues,
This personal explanation looks like a lead debate. It's like an essay.
Mr. Speaker,
Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, I'm speaking. Mr. Speaker, am I protected, Mr. Speaker?
Go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, this experience has been especially disheartening as it stands in contrast to the positive strides that we have made in my constituency of Aba North and Aba South, particularly in the areas of health, education, and empowerment. Nevertheless, it serves as a teachable moment, Mr. Speaker, for all of us in public office that is held in high standards. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I just want to state once again that I am human. Even though there was things were said, and those things I regret. I apologize to all Nigerians. Regardless of the provocation, there should be no reason why I should react in that form. So I want to use this opportunity to appeal to all Nigerians. Let us let what has happened remain in the past, and let us forge forward. Thank you once again for giving me the opportunity to tender this apology, Mr. Speaker. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Honorable Jimmy, you raise your hand.
Grodu Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, our elders always say that the day we stop learning is the day we die. They also say that we learn from mistakes and not from successes. However, the Parliament is one of the most hated institutions in Nigeria today. We are bashed morning, afternoon, and night despite the fact that most of us have very noble intentions for the people of Nigeria. We should always be guided and also know that we are not an authority over Nigerians. Nigerians have authority over us. They must be treated with dignity, with respect, and with kindness at all times. So if we imbibe this collectively, Mr. Speaker,
Honorable Faleke.
we will begin and continue to launder that heavily battered image, the garments that which we all wear. So accordingly, Mr. Speaker, I rest my case on these few points. Thank you very much.
There is no need of debating this. The personal explanation of Honorable Mascot Ikwechegh was very touching. 1 minute. The integrity, the dignity of the parliament, has been threatened, has been scratched. We investigate through our internal structure in the eyes of principles of natural justice, which is order oral pattern, which is let both parties be heard, which is fair hearing. That is what we put in our rules. It is not good for us to judge, ahead of time and take rash decision, which is order oral pattern, which is let both parties be heard, which is fair hearing. That is what we put in our rules. It is not good for us to judge, ahead of time and take rash decision. Therefore, in line with the prayers of the leader of the House, that this matter be referred to the Committee on Ethics and Privilege for him to be heard. His appeal was very emotional, very touching, shows remorse. I was touched hearing it from here. But that is not enough. I know you were touched as well. I know Nigerians watching him have seen a man that is remorseful. But our rules must be complied with. That our rule is that he should go and sit with our Committee on Ethics and Privileges. They will hear him and then report back to the House for us to take a decision.
Of Kano State. I stand to second the motion as moved by the House Leader that this matter be referred to our Committee on Ethics and Privilege. I do second, sir.
The suspension, like everybody in Nigeria wants us to do, for us to apply our rules and the House rules. Those in support of this say aye. Those against say nay. Those in support that this goes to House Committee on Ethics and Privilege say aye. Those against say nay. Yes, the ayes have it. Matter is hereby referred to Committee on Ethics and Privilege to look at it and get back to us in 2 weeks.
My correct people now, don't hear them. I don't hear them from the left. I don't hear them from the right. Even front and back too. They join them. Not left for you now to make you judgment. You see how the man they talk so. He say he don't settle one. No, that's it. That's the vibe where they give you now. Low. Say don't settle one. Nigerians say they don't use bread. Pack or you na soup again. Those who say yeah. Those who say nah. Na Nigerians say they full solo. Who no sabi how they put meat for mouth and the meat fit disappear, boy. Imagine say that boat driver no get phone. He no get phone, he no record the conversation, he no record the situation, he no record that confrontation. Just imagine am. Even he record am and video dey on top am. We go see how dis one go end. You see, they don't use hey you want am to go on suspension. They don't use am say they don't pack am, they don't transfer in case to another wetin happen. And people wetin una think from all our lawmakers. You see how they talk am package am. God will save us. Let's continue the conversation. Biko down there in the comment section now. My correct people now, if you never subscribe, make una no forget subscribe and I give bosa to you now. My correct people now, una don hear am. Una don hear am from the left. Una don hear am from the right. Even front and back too, they join am. Now left for you now to make una judgment. You see how the man dey